Today was really exciting because we had all these different groups in the room, and it's great to have the whole range of representation, and everybody's here to contribute something. We're all working together to this amazing vision of connecting the landscape. I really hope for the Hunter Valley that each of us can make a real and substantial contribution to maintaining this beautiful landscape and really living within something that is precious and beautiful into the future.
I think the point in getting everyone together at the start of the process has allowed us to work through the conflicts in a way that was pretty civilised and went quite well, and we were able to come up with options that satisfied all of the parties concerned, I believe, and I think in the longer term that helps with the general consensus within the community. If we're all supportive of the projects and the initiative, then I think the community will come on board much more readily.
I'm pretty impressed, I've got to be honest. I guess I didn't really know what to expect. And in some respects I probably came here with a little bit of, I don't know whether I'm going to fit into this or not. But I have really enjoyed it, and I am only looking forward to what some of the outcomes might be, and if there's any way, either as myself personally or as a member of our group, we can participate, I'm sure that that will be a real possibility.
Obviously mining does have impacts on the environment, and that's something that they're very aware of, and they want to make sure that they can minimise those impacts through firstly avoiding any impacts where possible, then using strategies like biodiversity offsets and mine rehabilitation to reduce those impacts even further. So conservation is one of the key issues for the mining industry.
The process that's being followed here is quite unique in that it's bringing all of those industry players to the table. We realise, and if you read any of the media, that there's some perceived friction between some of the groups because of conflicting land uses. But this process has allowed everybody to leave their hats at the door and come on board with a single goal of improving conservation outcomes. And whilst there may in the past have been one-off meetings of some of these industry groups, this process has allowed government, community, the corporate sector just to sit at the table and discuss real outcomes. And that's really an outcome in itself. That's a real achievement.
Initially, the HTBA was invited to sit on the stakeholders panel for the Great Eastern Ranges initiative, and myself and another farm manager, John Sunderland, attended. We were quite taken by the fact that so many varied parties were sitting at the one table. It wasn't something we were used to seeing, and not only were we amazed, but we were quite impressed by the whole process. We're also very impressed with the ideals behind the Great Eastern Ranges initiative, and the fact that that could bring everyone together from the varying different industries, and some of them competing with each other, some of them actually in contrast to each other.
Yes, I've been attending the Great Eastern Ranges Planning Day today. There's been a real range of people here. Probably the biggest thing is that people come from all walks of life and cross-section of community and industry, but they're all focused on improving things and getting something good happening and contributing from different perspectives.
We're headed a lot more towards more environmentally friendly usage of the land and usage of herbicides and pesticides. There are major changes going on at present with regulations and restrictions on chemicals, and that can only be a good thing. The new products that are coming on board, most of them work almost as well or as good as the old traditional chemicals that were hard on the environment, hard on the good bugs in our vineyard and around our vineyard. So it's a good thing.
Well, I guess it's the sort of landscape that just makes you feel really good within yourself. And one of the reasons we elected to live where we live is because of that landscape. And because it's so precious to me personally, and certainly to my family, is one of the reasons why we would really love to keep it virtually as a sacred site. because they're not making any more of it. So we, as Australians, have got to preserve what we've got. I mean, it's precious, and you know, once we destroy this, there's no getting it back, and that's why I feel really strongly about it.